Hi all, my name is Sheila Power. Live in northeastern Oklahoma, a little town called Kansas, Oklahoma. If you're not a local, you probably would refer to it as Little Kansas. We live on the close to the Arkansas border, access to lots of trails, water, really beautiful scenery, mostly mild weather. Love being in the outdoors, like to swim, hike, kayak. 4 little grandkids that I'm sharing that love of water with during these summer months. I enjoy traveling, try to take a little trip between each little school break that we have. Just came back on Sunday from Salem, Oregon, where I was able to spend some time with my mom and my brother and spend some time on the beautiful Oregon coast. Where do I work? At Northeastern Health System. As you can probably tell, I'm reading from my notes because I get very tongue-tied on these videos. Have a 100-bed hospital in the little town or city of Tahlequah, 10 geriatric behavioral health beds, which is where I've spent most of my career in that hospital, a little time in an inpatient rehab unit, and about a year on the med-surg floor. Currently, since March, I've been kind of going back and forth between behavioral health and a COVID unit that we have 6 beds for COVID positive patients who are not sick enough to be in an intensive care unit, but are too sick to return home or maybe to a nursing home. They stay with us a week or so. Sometimes we have some patients who will be extubated, stepped down from the ICU units and remain on our unit until they're strong enough to return back to their home or nursing facility. My nurse practitioner concentration is in psychiatric mental health. My original degree back years ago was in psychology. Spent a lot of years working in social services for the Oklahoma Department of Human Services and child welfare. When I went back to nursing school, my very first nursing clinical in the psych unit, I just felt like I came home. I describe my excitement in caring for those who are severely mentally ill as similar to a wound care nurse who's got a good, severe, sloppy, messy wound, and I really enjoy that challenge. Once I'm finished with school, I hope to work in the community, hopefully with the homeless population. One of the psychiatrists that I work with often says that we care for the least of the least, and I'm just drawn to that population and really enjoy working in that area. One kind of different thing people probably don't know about me, I grew up in Central California, lived there most of my life until my early 20s when I came to Oklahoma for college. Rode with a cycling group throughout like junior high, high school. We, between sophomore and junior year, rode from Port Angeles, Washington back to San Francisco. And over this last trip that I had last week to Oregon, I was able to re-ride just a short bit of that route. And at the time when the original trip, I just was so anxious and fearful of heights, I was unable to ride my bike over some of the bridges and had to walk across the bridge. And proud to say this time I conquered my anxiety and was able to ride my bicycle across the bridges. So really looking forward to this semester. I feel like the end is in sight. I really enjoy learning with and from all of my classmates. So anyway, have a great evening.